Okay, just getting back to the Luciferian beliefs, because I did want to pick on that quickly, and something you've said regarding what these people do believe is that these bloodlines actually, obviously they think they're super inbreds with these beliefs, and they think this inbreeding makes them strong, and they think that paedophilia keeps them young, and they think that helping these so-called lizards brings them luck, yeah?
Yeah, some of them, Luciferian thing, if you kill your firstborn son, you'll get fortune from the Dark Lord, right?
Okay.
Some of them used to, well, I'm not sure if they do anymore, but they used to drone one of their kids that are in their family to prove their loyalty, right? And I don't know, they're gonna have to all be wiped though. Like, it's gonna be really sick looking. It's gonna look like, okay, first of all, a parasite-hosted human of a lizard is not a human anymore. That thing does not have rights. It is lower than a dog. It begins its life as human as a murderer. It murdered the previous human. It doesn't think like a human. It has a different train of thought. They're malevolent things. They're going to have to get wiped. And they're going to cry. They're going to, no, please don't kill me. I didn't want to drone this human. It's going to look like a Nazi death camp or something. But you got to kill these things because it's bad. Like, every human on Earth knows what a parasited host is. It's pretty much just like the Stargate show, the Stargate movie and series. It's kind of like that, but not so much outer space stuff and wormholes and stuff. Just lizards, parasitic lizards that drone your brain. It's disgusting.
Sure. Okay, sure. Right, I'm going to just go now to Dave. Dave, do you want to come in now and ask any questions?
No, what I wanted to ask you, Donald, when was the last time you actually went back to the cloner station? Have you been told to come back? Or?
Not last night, but the night before. And I was there for about a half an hour. They're just basically telling me, take some stuff back, don't tell everything, don't tell about people's individual actions there. Disclose it in the right way so you don't cause a panic.
So what you're saying, Donald, is that the Illuminati, or the elite as we know it, are scared stiff of the reptilians. They're trying to get the word out through you. Is this, that be the way you're trying to put it?
That is basically it, but there's also another factor to the equation. There's the dead reanimated clone people. Now, dead reanimated clone people, you don't even have to kill them. You press a button and they get shut down. Like, they supposedly have a chip in their head with their consciousness on it. You press a button and they shut off like a light switch. There's no pain, there's no nothing. They just don't want to cease to be existing, right? The thing with real lizard hosts, you actually got to chop that thing's head off to kill it. Shoot it or whatever. They die normal just like everybody else. They don't have superpowers. And they're actually deficient. They're dumber than the original person. They don't have any superpowers. They don't sprout scales. Like, people that tell me that, I'm like, okay, sprouting scales, that would hurt some bad, wouldn't it? And then reverting back to human again, wouldn't those sharp scales leave like a scar somewhere, one scar or anything, right? What do the scales do? Do they retract into the skin? You know, this whole shape-shifting thing was promoted by the lizards and the hosts to throw people off, because the whole shape-shift is the parasitical transfer into the head.
So the only way that they can come up to the surface is by droning somebody, putting the parasite inside the host, and then they're working for them then.
Yep, basically. Well, they could walk up to the surface, but if they're seen, they're discovered and it's ruined. Like, their secrecy is part of a lizard's religion, right? Like parasite psychology, hide in the shadows and stuff. They come up underneath the underground bases. The underground bases have connecting tunnels underneath of them, and they go way down deeper. And they come up, they have little stairs made for the stupid things and everything. They walk right up and they sit around in the stands with them and everything. It's sick. And they're all over the world. They come up and underneath different parts of the world. Like the Tibetan monks Tibetan monks have been hiding the things to keep them safe, because they say that they're a living sentient creature and they deserve to live, and that God put them here for a reason. What do? Oh, they parasite people's heads. Well, they must be doing that for a reason, so it's nature, and they should be allowed. Tibetan monks are disgusting. The Dalai Lama knows all about this. The Dalai Lama told him to kill me. Said he didn't want to be known as a person that went to the cloning center. Said he didn't want to be known as a person that was involved with real lizards. Tibetan monks are going to have a real bad day at the end of this.
So these reptilian lizard things, have they got some real high technology then?
Well, the thing is, they're real stupid. They can't invent nothing. Vril type 1s are real dumb. Vril type 2 are a little smarter, and Vril type 3 are the big things that run the previous two kinds like pets, pretty much. I thought that the first two kinds were the main ones, but the third one is the main one. I thought that the third one was a splice thing when I was a kid, so I didn't even think it was a real thing, but I thought it was just the type 1s. But, yeah, they... Oh, man. See, I hate talking about these things. It makes me all edgy, because then I picture what they look like, and oh, man, it's pretty sick.
I mean, how tall are they?
The type 3s, I've seen them, well, let's see, they're taller when they're younger, actually, because they got a real long neck, like a long neck gray looking alien. I've seen them, big ones are like 8 feet, but it's a lot of neck. As they age, the neck reduces, like it shortens, and they got like a normal sized neck towards the end. I don't know where all the vertebrae are going, but they get shorter.
Any particular colour, Donald?
Any particular what?
Coloured skin.
Oh, like shark color, like grayish bluish. Some of them even have like a slight tiger striping on their skin, on their back and stuff. The type 3s. The type 1s are covered in scales, red scales, like diamond-shaped scales.
Did any of these lizards have wings?
They've tried to say that they've had wings, but that was they put wings on one. They were telling me all kinds of different things. They were showing me different ones with 2 toes, ones with 3 toes, and then they're trying to throw me off by telling me that this spliced other thing is also a creature from down there, and it's a big hierarchy down there. They just tell me a lot of BS. Right.
I wonder, Donald, if you've seen any other aliens, any greys or any other type of alien.
Well,
see, what you're talking about now, it doesn't seem to be part of the military-industrial complex. I mean, there's underground bases where there's supposed to be super soldiers, genetically modified people. And,
yeah, well, they're different floors.
Yeah.
Like, say, in Dulce Base, you have an entire floor devoted to cloning. You have an entire floor devoted to mind stuff, mind tech, and an entire floor devoted to gene splicing, right?
Yeah.
But the cloning floor is the one that has, like, the big auditorium and the seating and the arena and stuff for, like, the death sports and stuff. They used to make me sword fight a lot out there, did a couple spear fights and stuff. Just a lot of fighting, like death sports stuff, and they all just sit around and watch. They told me to watch the Hunger Games. They said it's kind of like it. I didn't watch it. They make all the movies. They own all the movie stations, right, or all the movie companies. Elizabeth herself secretly owns like movie companies and music companies.
So do you think that the actual the people who are fighting and the clones and everything that they're actually getting some sort of a buzz out of raising the fear levels within the people in the auditorium?
Sometimes
the reptilians.
They've done it so much that they discover through trial and error how to psychologically make the desired effect happen, like in record time. Like Stockholm Syndrome on a kid, they can put that on a kid like in record time. They know exactly what to do and say. Yeah. They got the brain down totally, mapped out totally. They say it's so big they can't see it all. They don't discover. They know everything about it now. What they're trying to do now is add stuff to the brain, technology to the brain to augment intelligence. Like they have the brain inside and out now.
Like an interface, something that will interface with the brain, like some sort of consciousness chip. But the thing is, I mean, what excites these reptilians? What's it all about for them?
Okay,
There must be a payoff for them somehow.
Well,
Besides just food.
I can tell you about the whole lizard Atlantean thing. Lizards did something to Atlantis. Like Atlantis used to be called Thule, Thule, and they had some pretty good technology. They had saucers and everything. And I don't know a lot about it, but they had a base in Antarctica.
Yeah, I know about this.
They abandoned it, right?
Yeah.
Hitler had heard that there was some kind of magic power in Tibet. He went to Tibet, met the Tibetan monks, the main ones, and they introduced him to the lizards. The lizards can talk, basic speech, and they sound like they swallow helium, the small ones, the first type ones. So they told him there's some kind of base down on the South Pole there. They showed him on a map, and said it's there. There's something underground there that the ancients had, and magic and this and that. And Hitler went there, found it, took it all back. He was down with this society called the Vril Society too.
Right.
They droned people in the past. Now, he was so appreciative of the Vril Society's help, because they were basically sneaking around droning people. He was so appreciative of the Vril Society's help and the Vril Lizards' help in helping him find all this technology, this abandoned technology, that he started calling the saucers the Vril Type 1 or the Vrilheimer or whatever, after them. And this super power, these super people that are supposed to be underground, highly evolved and everything, it's just the stupid lizards. They were just talking up the stupid lizards to make them feel good.
Oh, you mean Algarve and the descent of the earth? It's the hollow earth theory and that, yeah.
It's lizards. Like, lizards didn't even know how to turn the technology on. They don't know how to make nothing. They got claws, right? They couldn't use instruments and stuff. They're really dumb, and they're really sad about it, and they get really emotional about it.
Just getting back to the Pope scenario, then there's a lot of theories around this Pope resignation thing, going back to black popes. This has all been designed. This has all been orchestrated. It's all meant to happen. The fact that the Pope is now resigning has all been there, planned from the beginning. The fact that he's had these Nazi ties has all been in there so that we could get rid of him for a certain reason. Just your views on that, really.
Yep. Well, it's all set up. He was supposed to step down in this prophecy or something, and the new Pope's name somehow translates out to this Petrus Romanus guy. And see, some of the Illuminati people, the heads of certain religions, like, and different ones too, that aren't even supposed to like each other, they're kind of united in this thing, and they call themselves the Pharisees, right? And I didn't even know what that was. I didn't even know what that was. I thought it was like something to do with pharaohs or something. But they're like, nope, we kind of ensure that religion stays viable by making stuff in the prophecies come true, right? Like flooding of New York with the HARP technology and the storm. That was all intentional.
And we've got this so-called Nostradamus thing where apparently in the Nostradamus series it shows you these kind of two towers, and then we get the 9/11 type thing scenario, yeah?
Yeah.
So they're actually trying to make things fit into these Nostradamus foresees.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they want revelations and stuff to come true. I wasn't sure if they wanted the bad ending or the good ending.
Well, that's where Project Bluebeam comes in, isn't it?
Yeah, they can put illusions in the sky and stuff, but they were that Bluebeam thing where they were going to put images of different deities in the sky and stuff. That was a host's idea. See, no one would go for that. Like, everybody would know it was some kind of a manipulation, and so they scrapped that plan. They're not going to put pictures of God in the sky.
Go for alien fly saucers, probably, won't they?